Trevor Woodrow didn't think about much. When he was walking down the main aisle of the office of General Brother Investments at the end of the day, he didn't think of why everyone else was frantically Googling and ringing people instead of gathering their brollies and coats. He didn't think much about the homeless drug addict that accosted him in the car park. Slather all down his chin, eyes spider-webbed with bulging blood vessels. He didn't think much about the gouge marks he'd scraped into Trevor's forearms with his broken nails. Trevor didn't think much of the annolini and brodo that his wife had reheated in the microwave, and when she started on the many names and dates of their social engagements, he did what he always did. He found a middle point in the horizon, far out the kitchen window, let his mind go hazy and double-focused. Trevor didn't think much about his dull, nauseating headache, nor of the hot-cold itch radiating from the gouge marks along his arm as he went to bed. Lisa Woodrow didn't know what to think of the scream that woke her, echoing round their little red brick cul-de-sac. She knew to ring for help, though, when she found her husband next to her in bed, glassy-eyed, mute, and cold as clay. She also didn't know what to think of the phone, its dial tone unending and impotent, nor of the ringing of burglar alarms that were starting to announce themselves from her many neighbors' houses, and the shattering windows and choir of muffled screams. When her husband came lurching into the kitchen, and she tried to calm and comfort him with a deep embrace, all she could think of was pain and fear and confusion as his teeth sank into the mutton of her shoulder and ripped off a sodden mouthful. On the black-tiled floor of their open-plan kitchen, Lisa Woodrow was past thinking, as the thing that was once Trevor pulled apart the skin of her belly like the plastic film of a ready meal and went hog wild on the udon noodles of her intestines. The milky white eyes of the thing that was once Trevor betrayed no thought at all. But deep, deep inside, Trevor Woodrow was screaming and weeping and pleading with the body that was once his. And when a light flicked on upstairs, and the voice of 6-year-old Gemma Woodrow cried out for comfort in her parents' warm embrace, and when the thing that was once Trevor slowly stood up and began shambling towards the pink hue of the Cinderella nightlight, Trevor Woodrow only had one thought, burning bright in the drying cells of his brain, raging against the indifference of his limbs, against the new, dull purpose of his physical being. One thought. He silently screamed harder than all of the thoughts he'd ever had. Stop. Please, God. Why can't I stop?